you are being manipulated. At least if the show is marginally competent, like or when we're talking about adaptations, like with this One Piece and other long running anime, maybe not in short run anime. The author will be the one who's manipulating you because I'm talking about character design. Character design is crucial to how you feel about a character. Either you're supposed to love them, hate them, or at least be intrigued by them. At least gravitate to them. This is a person whose story I want to follow. It'll depend on their character design. Like Darth Maul and Boba Fett in Star Wars had zero character development. We didn't know anything about these people, but we loved them. They were some of the most popular characters in the two trilogies, right? All because of really cool ass character design. And I'm not an artist, so I can't tell you what makes good character design, what doesn't make good character design. I just know it when I see it. Boba Fett looks freaking cool. Darth Maul looks cool. Naruto looks cool. Sasuke looks cool. And they're not over the top cool. They're acceptable. They're within the acceptable parameters. So we have like a scale 1 to 10, 10 being Boba Fett and Darth Maul, like you're gonna love them no matter what they are, what they do, good, bad, whatever. 0 being you hate them and you actually just don't even want to see them on the show. The acceptable range would be 7 to 3. You want to be around 5, and so like Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, they're around 5 or 6. I really like Naruto's character design. Sakura, they're going to give her interesting hair color, so she looks cool. Sasuke is probably the most bland of the three of them. Like he's alright, he's okay. There's nothing to really say about it. With Naruto, I love the whiskers. The whiskers are a really good addition to him. It makes him stand out. It's just cool. It's one of the first things I noticed about him. But they're within the acceptable range. They're not like we love this character because their design's so cool, but they're acceptable. But here's the problem. Sometimes you dip below 3 and you get down to 1 or 2, and you just have a character that's just distasteful. Like there's something about their character design you don't like. You already know who I'm going to be talking about. Lee. Lee's personality is really intriguing. I really like his personality. He's a very interesting character. But man, I just hate his character design so much. Bert and Ernie looking ass mofo. I just cannot tell you how much of a turnoff his character design is. I hate it. Like, what are they doing? What were they thinking? Like, I thought he was supposed to be a caricature. I literally thought he was going to be a one episode character. He's funny looking. That's why you'd burn off a funny looking design. Okay, you have 100 designs. Okay, we got to assign these designs to various characters. This one didn't turn out so well. Let's do a burn him off and a one off. Somebody delivers a package, you never see him again. No, he's sticking around. Why do they think this character design is good? Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's a personal thing. Because based on the comments, Lee seems like a pretty popular character. A lot of people like him. So I don't know. I feel like they just gave a miss. It was a huge misstep. But the main reason I'm talking about this, I'm very curious what other people think. Like, how much does the character design impact how you feel about a character? And I think it's subconscious. Like, I think that there's a lot of these characters, you like them just because they look cool. Like, Big Boy, the first big bad, whatever his name was, the big ass sword. He had a very cool character design. His weapon is cool. Weapons are, by the way, very interesting looking weapons. Can be another big key aspect to a character design. The bullwhip, Indiana Jones's bullwhip, his signature weapon. It's not a very efficient weapon. It's not a very good weapon. It's clumsy as hell. It's not good in close quarters, but it is his iconic signature weapon, right? So, and by the way, he hates snakes, but his favorite weapon is basically a snake. So that works too, right? So, the lightsabers with the Jedi and stuff like that. So, an iconic weapon can improve the character design. But for me, it's such a massive turn off. I'm gonna have to get over it. It's a me thing. I'm gonna have to get over it. But that's one of the reasons why I'm talking about it. That's how I process and work through things. At any rate, let's go ahead and get into this. This is episode 38. You know where we are. You know where we're going. 3, 2, 1. I know that we've already gone over this, but I just want to see it again just to make sure I'm on the same page. Anything's fine, whatever. He's about his business. We cut off before we got to hear what he had to say, so let's have it. Cliffhanging ass. Maybe you gotta do something about that cough, dude. I want you to dance. You got too many damn preliminaries in this situation. Yeah, I'm getting annoyed too. Can we just have the damn test? Maybe you can let him explain it first? I know I'm taking both sides, but that's what I do. They were easy, weren't they? The second one really wasn't. I get what you're saying. Right, yeah, you need a certain number for each round. I get that. Some of you are disqualified. See, it helps the betting odds. Exactly. It helps the betting odds if we get rid of some of you. Dude, do something about that damn cough. I like it. See, her character design is interesting. Ain't nobody dropping out. Yeah. Man, we need a shower. We ain't eating. Wouldn't mind a nap. That's what I was saying. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry too many of us made it through. Well, maybe you should remember to mention it next time. Yeah. Eat my ass. What's wrong, dude? Oh, okay. Hey, is that you? Did I see your hand come up to raise your hand to drop out? Why don't you get off my ass, man? Let me mind my own business. You know, minding your own business is an underrated character trait. Just saying. Aren't they talking like the guy people talking today to stop talking so we can have this little side conversation? Won't you pay attention to the teacher? We talk about anime time. This is anime time. It's actually probably happening in like half a second, right? Old boy's just taking a throat lunge and then he's gonna keep talking. Yeah. Well, shit. I like how they put the little shading on their skin to show that they're filthy. They had a shower in about a week. Yeah, just adds a little bit to the experience. You know what I'm saying? They feel rugged. Hey, you talking about me over there? I ain't retiring nothing. You know about them. Hey, we shouldn't fight in front of the children. Just saying, they won't respect you anymore. Meanwhile, everybody else is like, It's so hard to pace these things as a writer. It used to drive me crazy. We need a conversation to happen, but this bigger thing is happening, and people aren't just going to stand around and wait, right? You have to be pretty clever how you navigate that. Yeah, shut the hell up. So you're a snitch. Well, you know what happens to snitches, right? You're fired. The hell is everybody looking at? Yep, I got my playing cards. This is all I needed. I'll catch you chumps on the flip side. Yeah, we don't even know who the hell you are. Yeah, it says here you're weak, so this ain't a surprise. It's none of your man. Everybody's up in everybody's business, man. Go read my blog later. I'll explain why. Yeah, man. We should have had at least one night to rest, right? Yeah. Yeah, you broke my glasses. I was pretty mad about that. See, this is called fear. One day you'll understand. Anybody else? Yeah, in other words, he's been a coward from way back. What's that song? The Coward of the County? Jesus. Banning from any further participation. Oh, I think I know what they're getting at. He's helping other people get through it. That's what it is. He's not here to get through He doesn't care about winning the exam. Okay, yeah, that's what they're starting to suss it out. He's not serious. I wonder what they're getting at here, though. This ain't really where I thought they were going. Hey, are you guys talking about me over there? Yeah. Arbitrary, yes. Yeah. Like I said, I'm scared. Another thing, too, is the fact that they talked about as individual from here on out. So you're not going to kill your team if you drop out. They call me the teacher's pet. See, actually, what's happening, this conversation is happening at the same time as that other conversation. I just realized it. They're both happening at the same time. But you can't show it at the same time. So you have to show it back to back, right? I got you. So the people in the crowd are distracted by that conversation, are not hearing what the teachers are talking about, and vice versa, right? Yeah. That's what I was saying. I think that they were starting to figure out that he's a spy because he keeps coming in, not getting very far, and dropping out, right? That's suspicious as hell. Right. I have a feeling we'll see him again. Interesting. Plays commercial here, I assume. Yeah, it looks like it. Anyway, that was awkward. Well, given how much attention he got for quitting, no, I don't want to expose myself to that kind of attention. Boy, if you snitch, snitch ass. Yeah, don't make me slap your hand. That's an order. Look, do you have a crush on me or not? Because your crush is at stake right now. You gonna snitch? If you snitch, you're dead to me. I get where she's coming from. That's what I've been saying, man. Like, I grew up in a situation where, like, you minded your own business or you got in big trouble, right? So that's just how I'm wired. I don't interfere in what other people are doing. It's none of my business. But not everybody was raised that way, right? Hey, man, Disney's going to sue you. But, yeah, see, this is a means to an end. He needs to avenge the people that destroyed his town, right? And he'll stop at nothing to do that. So everything's a means to an end to him, including his partners. But like, not everybody was raised to mind their own business. Some people were raised they're just up in everybody's business, right? So that's a valid character choice. I even like Lee's voice actor. It's literally just a character design. He's got beef. Yeah. Are we on the same page or not? Yeah. You also mind your own business. Yeah, put him up. You know revivals, right? Yes. How dare you, sir? So, in other words, you're creating more work for us, is what you're saying. Now we got an extra job during this exam. Wonder what they have to cut it down to. Do they need to cut it down to 10? That must be what it is. They want to cut it down to 10. Or it had to be like under a certain number, like under 14 or under 15 or something. So ten's fine. Dies, collapses, or miss defeat? Well, gee. Sir, what happens if you drop dead from that cough? Because they're really leading into him coughing. A cough on a show is way more important than a cough in real life. A nosebleed on a show is way more important than a nosebleed in real life. Throwing up on a show is more important than throwing up in real life. You know what I mean? It all means way more than it does. Ooh, I like that. I don't think I really realized how big those hands were. That is really cool. Do we all fight at once or is it one at a time? Well, one match at a time. I like that wide shot where they all look so tiny. That was really cool. It's random, we swear. Shit. Nice. They're gonna hit you right in that curse. I'd be wailing on that curse, man. See the mummy thing, like the bandages are weird, but there's something about it I like, so that's another good character design. It looks like it's one at a time. Gotcha. I got a few objections, sure. Man, I don't talk about the music enough. It's really good. I think you probably only have to do one match to make it to the next round, unless I need to cut even below 10. Walk it off, Cowboy. Oh, I see. So they can use the entire space. Interesting. That's a lot of sand that dude brought with him. Shut the hell up. You're embarrassing me. Good advice, sir. Right. Does that what he mean? Is that what he meant by stepping in? Like, we'll actually execute this dude? Oh, okay. Maybe not. Good advice. Put a everybody else wearing bandages. Put a bandage over that or something. Walk it off. We like to see characters with more adversity than normal, right? You're fighting a big bad, but you also have a broken leg. You know, it's always got to be more. Like you just fought six other people. The gladiator had been poisoned. You know that kind of stuff. So he's conducting this fight under very extreme circumstances. You seem kind of smug about this. Place cliffhanger here. Hey, I think he's gonna be fine. It would be interesting if he washes out right here, right? Because, like I said before, this exam is not the end game. I don't think so. It doesn't matter who makes it all the way through and who doesn't, in my opinion. So anybody can lose, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think they will. I think all three are going to make it through, but I don't think they have to make it through for the story to continue. Hey, that's pretty sweet, man. That was a good move. Submit. I wouldn't be doing a touchdown dance just yet. He ain't giving up yet. Oh shit. Yeah, his boss like that. Ow. Well, it's worth a shot. He had you too, man. Ow. Man, so now you're taking the strength out of his head. Like I said, if he washes out, that wouldn't shock me. I'd be surprised, but I wouldn't be shocked. Man, he is lighting you up. You just now noticed, huh? Well, crap. Oh, really? This is what we're doing? Cliffhanging ass. I thought the cliffhanger would be before the fight started. This is actually a much better cliffhanger. Yeah, man. Just to put a button on that. Like, you never felt like in the Triwizard Tournament Harry Potter wasn't going to make it through. You felt like he was going to win. This one, like, since this is just a much longer story, you know, 100 episodes from now, this exam is going to be a distant memory either way, no matter who gets through and who doesn't. Unless, like getting through and whatever you achieve, like there is no hunter's license, but say there's the equivalent of hunter's license. That maybe that progresses all the further plots we get in the entire series. Then it matters, but that hasn't been established. And if it was true, they would have established that because they want us to be invested in like how far you get in the exam, right? We don't know. Like if we're doing a story about people trying to make it through college and getting their college degree, everybody knows what the stakes are. It really depends on your field. Like if you're a writer or a filmmaker, you don't need a college degree. If you're going to become a doctor or a lawyer, you do need a college degree, right? So like say you want to be a doctor, we know what the stakes are. When they're sitting down for a test, we know how important that is. It doesn't have to be established because we all know it. We live in the same world. Here, we don't know how important this test is. Like maybe there was some dialogue establishing that. Like it feels important, but it hasn't been established how important it is. There's people who have taken it 6 times, 7 times, 9 times, and they're still walking around. They're not hanging their heads in shame and covering their faces, unless Mummy Boy. So it feels like you can fail and it can be okay. Like the bar exam, for instance, some people fail 3 or 4 times before they actually pass, and some people you'll get made fun of if people don't like you, but otherwise that's pretty normal. It's pretty normal to fail the first time you do a bar exam. Some people pass the first time, but it's not uncommon to fail it, and there's no real shame and stigma attached to that. This feels like that, so he could lose. I don't think he will, but he can. So to me, that adds intrigue to this that you don't get in other scenarios. Like there was never that kind of intrigue in the Triwizard Tournament, for instance. So I'll predict what I think will happen next episode.